Yes, fight fans, body and mind sports, my people. You are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. Let's discuss AJ in talks with Turkey for a 2-fight deal, my guys. This was announced, what, 3-4 days ago. I've only had the opportunity to give my take now, so here we go, my guys, my people. As far as my knowledge goes on this, initially, it was supposed to be a 3-fight deal, not a 2-fight deal, but a 3-fight deal, for which conversations actually commenced on the 3rd of May. That was the same day Canelo and William Skull took place in Saudi Arabia, and AJ was in attendance of that fight there. And then later on, he had an interview with Box Nation, and AJ revealed in that interview that some of the names that he could be targeting for this 3-fight deal were Ejik Cabello, Martin Bakoli, and Deontay Wilder, my guys, my people. Then later on, the focus was switched to Dylian Whyte, Jared Anderson, and Tyson Fury. Then it was switched even further to either Dylian Whyte or Jared Anderson, Tyson Fury, then a rematch with Daniel Dubois, my guys, my people. But as of now, all ideas of a 3-fight deal has totally been scrapped, and they are now focused on trying to land a 2-fight deal. And the names that they are targeting for this 2-fight deal now are Dylian Whyte or Jared Anderson, Usyk and Dubois winner, or Fury or Deontay Wilder. So those are the names so far, my guys. Wilder, though, does have a fight coming up the 27th of this month in Wichita, Kansas. He will be going up against a lowly ranked American heavyweight in Terrell Hendon, and Wilder is expected to pretty much knock out Hendon. Otherwise he stands a very slim chance, a slim to no chance of fighting AJ. Although they are trying their best, my guys, to still get whatever they can, to salvage that fight. But yeah, Wilder needs to put up a great performance to stand a chance to face AJ. But moving on, out of the names that I've mentioned to potentially be in this 2-fight deal, the two names we should really settle our focus on are Dylian Whyte and Jared Anderson. Which one of these two fighters could potentially make a great matchup for AJ right now in his career, where AJ is coming off a devastating loss to Daniel Dubois? And I'm sort of drifting more towards Dylian Whyte, my guys, my people. Dylian Whyte and AJ could potentially make a big fight in the UK. However, why go through the whole promotional ordeal of landing in the UK? I mean, it's a big fight, but it's not a stadium fight. O2 Arena at best. O2 Arena at best, my guys, my people. And furthermore, Turkey is behind the making of the fight if it happens, and he's willing and able to land it in Saudi Arabia, make it happen there, and bless the fighters with far more bigger purses than they will be getting in the UK. So for the fighters, at least, it makes complete sense for the fight to take place in Saudi Arabia. So this is a Saudi event, my guys, my people. Other than that, in terms of matchmaking, Dylian Whyte definitely the safer path than Anderson, who could potentially prove very, very dangerous. Dylian Whyte, who in his last fight, I think he put a beating on Ebenezer Tete, stopped him in the 7th round. In fact, retired him in his corner, in the 7th. However, performance-wise, Dylan Whyte did not look great, my guys. He looked very cumbersome, very slow, lethargic. He looked his age. He looked his age, my guys. His timing was off. Yeah, and he was very predictable. Dylan Whyte, what, 37, 38 years old now. So much closer in age to AJ right now, who is, what, 35 going on 36. You know? And Dylan Whyte, the last time he faced a world-class operator, that was Tyson Fury. 2022, my guys. Didn't put up any competition at all for Fury. So, didn't put up a good fight at all. Was floored with an uppercut before finally being taken out in the 6th round. So, there are the same chinks, it seems, in Dylan Whyte's armor as there are in Anthony Joshua's. And that's the question of their chin, my guys, my people. Dylan Whyte's chin in the past has been great. It has been great, but didn't look great against Tyson Fury. And AJ is a much bigger puncher than Tyson Fury, even though he was decimated by Daniel Dubois in his last fight. He still showed in that fight that he had the power. So I think, yes, Whyte definitely the safer option and the better matchup, my guys. Is the better matchup. They both have the same chinks in their armor, the chin question, and also, I know AJ has faced Dylan before in 2015. However, that was like, what, 8 years from when Fury faced him in 2022. And if AJ is to go on and face Dylan Whyte now, it will be much closer to when Dylan and Fury fought, way closer. So if we are to answer any questions as to how AJ may fare against Fury in a fight, it will be more accurate now than judging it from AJ's fight in 2015. I mean, the answers will be much more closer to accurate now, to find out whether AJ is indeed still a world level fighter good enough to go against Fury, my guys, my people, I reckon. And yeah, so it's great that we have an option, because Dylan Whyte, I think, is the one they're going to go for. Whereas Anderson, like I said, could prove very dangerous, despite that he was totally decimated by Martin Bakoli when they fought. And in his last performance, I forgot the name of the fighter. It was a Greek opponent, right? He put up a decent effort, but he just seemed totally like he had lost his passion for the sport, like he didn't want to be there. So much so that his corner was just urging him to pick up the pace in the fight. He just was not doing it. And you could tell that in moments in that fight, very short moments, he was showcasing that he had the ability to pick up the pace. He had the skills to pick up the pace, but just was totally disinterested, my guys. And he has shown this interest in the sport already before, my guys, my people. However, what if he was to come back stronger versus AJ? I mean, AJ is a big name. It would be a good name for him to have on his resume. So what if he was to all of a sudden be full of energy and passion and interest in a fight with AJ? With AJ and Anderson with his youth, what, 24, 25 years old? If he brings out that youthful energy, that youthful exuberance into that fight, that youthful spirit and power as well, can AJ cope? I'm not sure. And I wouldn't want to find out. I'm sure AJ's team and Turkey wouldn't want to find out. They're trying to line him up with, what, Tyson Fury, right? So, Anderson could be dangerous, my guys. Anderson closer in age to Daniel Dubois. AJ wasn't able to withstand Dubois. Who's to say he can be able to withstand Jared Anderson? So yeah, I think they're gonna go for AJ. I mean, they're gonna pit AJ versus Whyte. It just makes more sense at this point of AJ's career. You know, to build himself back up and to see where he's at, my guys, my people. And of course keep the possibility of a Fury fight alive, my guys, my people. But Dylian Whyte though, he's still scheduled for the June 7th fight card, Woodley versus Hooney fight card. However, he has not yet been assigned an opponent. I've checked on BoxRec. We only have now, what, 5 days until the 7th of June, my guys, my people. Fight night, my guys. So they really don't have any time at all to find an opponent, a strong opponent for Dylian Whyte. So every strong indication there that he may well not be part of that card, and rumors have been circulating that may be the case. That may be the case, my guys, my people. So if that is the case, then that could prove early indications that Dylian Whyte goes on to face Anthony Joshua, who, word is that he comes out, what, October, November, or December, my guys, my people. So his first outing may be against Dylian Whyte, my guys, my people. And I strongly believe that it will be Dylian Whyte he faces first. However, let's now turn our focus on Tyson Fury. What is the possibility that Tyson Fury will actually come back? And if he comes back, will face Anthony Joshua, my guys. Tyson Fury, who in his last statement, he says that he has done everything in the sport of boxing. He's proud of his achievements in the sport of boxing, and getting punched in the face, he doesn't much fancy that. So there's nothing in the sport that could lure him back. He is retired and he will stay retired. Well, if we're talking money, that could lure him back. We know Fury loves money. AJ is a big fight. Of course, Usyk is a big fight too, and we know he's after that fight. So he's evidently holding out for a possible Usyk trilogy. Usyk, who is also interested in a Fury fight, so he's possibly holding out for that as well, my guys, my people. But yeah, so that tells me that Fury is not fully retired. It's not fully retired. I don't think he's retired at all. In fact, when we look at his fight record and rankings, there's every indication there that he is not retired, my guys, my people. If you check on BoxRec, Fury, who retired, what, January? So, what, 5 months ago now? 5 months ago he retired. However, he does not have the inactive label attached to his status on BoxRec. So BoxRec still recognizes him as an active fighter, even though he has not fought in the ring since December. However though, the 4 major sanctioning bodies no longer have him ranked in their top 15 rankings. He's not ranked on there, my guys, my people. So BoxRec is holding out, right? But it seems like the 4 sanctioning bodies aren't holding out. They're not buying time, my guys, my people, like BoxRec is. There's a simple explanation for that. Maybe Fury has given up on paying the membership fees to these sanctioning bodies, as he is not actively fighting. So what would be the point in him shelling out money to them? There will be no point, my guys, my people. However, with the Ring magazine, which Turki Al Sheikh owns, in their latest updated rankings, They have Fury ranked at #1. Of course, Usyk, the head honcho, the unified champion, is above everybody. And surprisingly, Daniel Dubois, who is the IBF champion and on a good run, is ranked behind Fury at #2, my guys, my people. So why would you rank Fury at #1, right, when he's coming off back-to-back losses? He's coming off a back-to-back. He's coming off back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk. He's no longer a champion, and furthermore, right, he is retired, my guys. Why are you gonna rank a retired fighter at #1? It doesn't make any sense unless he could be coming back. He could be coming back, and possibly for the AJ fight. Possibly for the AJ fight, my guys, my people. And so, obviously, Ring Magazine and Turkey are holding out, right? They're buying their time as much as AJ is buying his time. As much as Fury, it seems, is buying his time too. They're all obviously waiting to see the outcome of Usyk and Dubois, my guys, my people. If Usyk wins, if Usyk beats Dubois in the rematch, then maybe that could lure Fury back, who wants the trilogy. We know Usyk is interested in that trilogy as well. However, the financiers, that's not the fight that they want. Warren don't want that fight. Eddie Hearn don't want that fight. Turkey Al Sheikh don't want the fight, my guys, my people. They have their interest focused on Anthony Joshua and Fury. Or according to the 2-fight deal that they've set for Joshua, or maybe or anyone, Dubois or Usyk. You know, so they're more interested in Joshua getting active, my people, not Fury, unless he's going to fight Anthony Joshua. And that's the fight that the fans want as well. It would be a great travesty to the sport if two of the greatest of their generation before Usyk arrived on the scene didn't get to fight one another. It would be like Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe. We didn't get that fight. We didn't get that fight, my guys, my people. So that fight, it really, really has to happen, my guys, my people. And so I just think it's just a case of every party involved holding out to see the outcome of Usyk and Dubois. And if Dubois wins, that it makes it ever more possible that we will get Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, because at that point there will be no reason for Usyk and Fury. There will be no reason for, I mean, there's already no reason for that trilogy already. They've fought twice already, and we know the answer, who the best is. Usyk won both fights. However, if Dubois was to beat Usyk, he's not champion anymore. So that creates even more reason why Fury should not be engaging in that fight. He may turn his focus to Anthony Joshua then, my guys, my people. And that is my take on the situation on Joshua's 2-fight deal and the possibility that Fury may come back and fight. Not only that, but may come back and fight Anthony Joshua. And with that said, that's all I have for you on this one. So before you leave, my guys, my people, do like, do share, subscribe, of course. Drop your comments below, and as always, stay super, super blessed.